welcome to today's video. I'm doing this super bronzy, like full glam makeup look. It's way different than what I normally do, but I got a bunch of new makeup from Sephora, so I wanted to kind of play with it and do a full glam look for you guys, testing out all of the products. This video is sponsored by Sephora and Magic Links. I am super excited to be working with them. I've loved Sephora since I was in high school. One of the reasons I love shopping at Sephora is because you can get exclusive sales, free gifts, and more through their Beauty Insider program. It's completely free to sign up. All you have to do is sign up with your name, your email, your phone number, things like that, and you automatically have access to certain sales. They also have a point system, so each dollar you spend is 1 point. You get a certain amount of points and you can use those points to get free gifts, so then you could try out new products, new skincare, new makeup. So if you guys would like to sign up and join the Beauty Insider program, then check out my description. I will have more information there on how to join. Remember that it is free, so just check out the description for more details. And if you guys want to see how I got this makeup look, then stay tuned. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get straight into the video. So before we get into the actual details and process of the look, I did want to point out two products that I really enjoyed using today. I'm probably saying the name wrong, but I have this Say bronzer. It's a natural cream bronzer. It's called Sun Melt, and this is in the shade Deep Bronze. This product literally blended out like a dream. It does all the work for you. Really love that product. And then I also love what's on my lips. This is the Urban Decay Vice, and it is in the shade Liar. It is a cream finish, so you guys can see it has like a really natural, like soft finish. You get a little bit of shine, but it's not too shiny, it's not too matte. It's very soft, very creamy, and it was really easy to apply. So it feels like I'm wearing nothing. So yeah, I just wanted to highlight those really quick. So let's get straight into the makeup and hope you guys enjoy. Okay, so I have this huge box of Sephora goodies. I'm really excited because most of it is new makeup that I've never tried before, so I'm super excited to show you guys kind of like how everything works. So first things first, I'm starting off with this Unseen sunscreen by Supergoop. It's 40 SPF, and it also works as a primer. I'm going in with my finger and just putting that all over my face. Today I'm starting off with the Fenty Beauty Eavesdrop Blurring Skin Tint. This is in the shade 19. I'm very familiar with this product. I've been using it for a while. I really love it because it gives you a really natural finish, but also a lot of coverage, and you can build up the coverage. You're supposed to shake it up. I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand just to be more sanitary. So I'm just putting that on my skin, and I'm kind of tapping it in and blending it at the same time. So when I'm tapping, I'm pulling my finger just a little bit just so I can spread the coverage around. I'm gonna add a little bit more. After that, I'm taking my beauty blender and just making sure everything is blended evenly. So I got the Rare Beauty concealer. This is in the shade 420N. The formula of this, I feel like it's really nice and natural. It is also something that's super buildable. I feel like the shade match is super nice too. So I'm focusing it really close to my nose, underneath my eyes. I'm gonna put a little bit right here, and then I'm gonna wing it out up here to lift my eyes, which you guys probably are tired of hearing, but it's what we do now. So, and a little on my chin and on my forehead. So now I'm using the Rare Beauty concealer brush, and I wanted to try this because the reviews were really good. So I'm just tapping the product into my skin very precisely. I don't want the concealer to be all over my face. And always make sure you guys blend the edges out. I'm gonna put a little bit more and kind of focus it right here. So I'm just pressing, I'm tapping, I'm not dragging right now because I really want this to be close to underneath my eyes. I want to focus on a really highlighted and brightened under eye. So I'm keeping it really close and I'm just tapping. This is the concealer. I feel like the match is so good on me. I'm gonna take the shade 420 in this Fenty Beauty Pro Filter concealer, and I'm gonna place that around my mouth just because there is some darkness there. So, and then I'm gonna put it on some of the acne breakouts that I'm having right now. I'm gonna use my beauty blender and just tap the products in. And I'm trying to do more of a glam look today, so I am going to be cream bronzing and then going over with a powder bronzer just to set it in place and further enhance it. I am using a product that is very new to me, but I definitely wanted to try it. I'm butchering the name probably, but it is this Sai Sun Melt. I got this shade Deep Bronze, and I really love cream bronzers. I feel like the finish is always really pretty. I'm gonna pick up the product with this foundation brush and then apply it to wherever I'm trying to bronze up my skin or contour, and I feel like that color is so pretty. I'm putting that above my cheekbones, and I'm gonna put some on my forehead. The bigger your forehead, the more bronzer you're gonna use, and the smaller, the less you're gonna use. So I'm bringing it down probably like about halfway, and then I'm also putting some right underneath my bottom lip. That's gonna make my lips look bigger. You guys can see it does create a little shadow right there. And then I'm also going to take some right on each side of my chin. I'm also gonna put it on my jawline. I'm just gonna take it from here. This brush is a little bit big to do this, but pat it and buff it into my nose, down the sides of my nose. And we can get like more specific with the bronzer later, but I'm just gonna kind of create a base and some shadow, and I'm placing it underneath my nose as well and just kind of pressing it in. Doesn't really matter. I'm not trying to get too specific with it. Now I'm going to take my beauty blender and just blend that in, and since it does have some concealer left over on it, it's going to make the blending process super easy. And already you guys can see this bronzer blends out really well, which is good because cream bronzer can be a little bit difficult if you aren't good with makeup or if you're new to it. I feel like the product and the beauty blender is doing all the work, and I am using a super light hand with my beauty blender as well. All right, so now I'm going to use the clean part of my beauty blender and just kind of tap right here to make sure everything is blended and there's no super harsh lines. All right, I'm going back in with my Rare Beauty concealer, and I'm putting a little bit down the center of my nose. I did want to bronze it up first before I did this part, just to kind of make it like more precise and make sure the bronzer didn't take away any of the lighter color. So I'm just blending that lightly with my fingers down the middle of my nose. Now I'm going to set under my eyes, and before I do that, I just want to make sure that it's not creased. So I'm gonna go back in and just lightly tap to make sure I'm not taking away too much of the product, but that it's just diffusing out and not have any harsh lines or anything like that. So I'm gonna go in with this Sephora Deluxe brush set. It's a deluxe 10-piece brush set with a pouch. This set literally has all of the brushes you need for your eyes and your face if you're just doing basic makeup every day. And I really love that about it because you get all of this for a really good price, and the brushes feel super soft and super nice. I'm going in with the powder brush, and I'm going to grab some setting powder. Today I'm using the Laura Mercier translucent loose setting powder. So I'm using the color Honey, and whatever is in the cap I'm just going to grab with the powder brush, and I'm going to lightly apply that underneath my eyes. So I'm just tapping the products underneath and lightly setting my concealer, and I'm doing that wherever I put concealer on my face just to keep it in place. And after this I am going to go in and bake. So now I'm going to go in with my beauty blender and get a good amount of product and bake underneath my eyes. I'm going to drag it down the sides of my nose and then put it underneath my eyes as well, and then also underneath my cheekbone all the way to the side of my mouth and my nose, just because I did put some concealer there, and a little tiny bit on my forehead and my chin. Now I'm gonna move on to my eyes, and I'm first gonna prime them. So I usually use concealer on my eyelids, but I wanted to try an eyeshadow primer because that's literally what it's made for. So I felt like it was gonna make the eyeshadow just show up really nicely. So I did get the NARS Tinted Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base, and I got it in the shade Medium Dark. This, I'm just gonna tap some on my eyelids. I'm gonna blend it out with a beauty blender. You guys can also use a concealer brush or a foundation brush. You can also use your fingers, just whatever you prefer. And I'm just tapping this in like I would with a concealer. It's been a couple of minutes, so I'm gonna take this powder brush and wipe off the powder that's on the rest of my face. I'm gonna keep it under my eyes though while I do my eyeshadows, so that the fallout of eyeshadow doesn't ruin my under eyes. I'm using the NARS bronzing powder, and this is in the shade Punta Cana. I've heard a lot of good stuff about it, so very much excited to use it. I'm gonna take a little bit on the blush brush, tap off the excess, and go in and just kind of darken up the contour that we did. This also helps to set it in place because it was a cream, so you always want to go in with some sort of powder, whether it be translucent or an actual bronzing or contour powder. Anywhere that you put the cream, you want to put the powder. So I'm taking this eyeshadow brush, and this is a blending brush. It's very small and very precise, so I feel like it's perfect to use on my nose. So I'm just going to contour my nose very lightly, starting from my eyebrows. Just again, we want to set everything that's cream into place. Okay, so I did get the Natasha Denona bronze palette, and this palette is so beautiful. So first I'm gonna go into the shade Magma, and I'm using this shadow brush, and I'm gonna pick up the pigment, tap off the excess, and I'm gonna place that from the outer corner and go in. I'm gonna bring it kind of close all the way in, kind of connecting to the nose contour right here. I'm not being too precise because I am gonna blend it out, so I'm just packing it on here to try to get as much pigment. I really wasn't expecting this much pigment at all, and it looks crazy, I know, but we're gonna blend that out. Now I'm taking the shade Suntan, and I'm just gonna blend out the very harsh edges that I made. Suntan for me is a very transitional shade. And the transition shades are going to depend on obviously your skin tone, and I'm going to try to blend it as much as I can into the nose contour. So I feel like if you're new to eyeshadow, obviously start off very light. You guys can see it is blending out really good, so I feel like we can make it work. Now I'm going to take the shade Deep Dive, and I'm going to deepen up my crease, which I'm just going to kind of focus it. I'm just going to lightly tap right here and bring that in, but I'm gonna stay really close to my outer V. Honestly, there's really no fallout in this palette, and I'm very impressed so far. I'm loving how much pigment this is. I'm literally not used to this. If you guys watch me, you know I always do bronzers and stuff for eyeshadow, so this is different. So I'm just packing more, and you guys can see I'm trying to keep it very close to the, what's it called, outer V. So hopefully you guys can kind of see what that looks like, but I feel like it's not too bad. So I'm gonna go into the shade Silk. From the brush set, I'm gonna use this one. This is a concealer brush, but I wanted to use it for the pigment because it's very flat, and I'm gonna try to make a little bit of a sharp of cut looking crease. So I'm gonna go in and pick up the shade Silk. I'm gonna try to pack it on, and I'm gonna bring it all the way in here. So on me, I am gonna take it a little bit higher than my crease because you guys can see if I look up, you can't really see any type of cutting. So if I was to remove the fat away and find the top of my eyeball, then it'd be kind of right here. So I am gonna put it all the way up here. I don't think I'm gonna do a cut crease because this is a very shimmery shade, and if I was to cut it, I feel like I would want to go in with a concealer first. So I'm just gonna kind of diffuse it out. So I'm kind of stopping it like right before the outer corner of my eye. And I'm also gonna blend it just a little tiny bit. Now I'm gonna take the shade Beach and take this blending brush, and I'm gonna just diffuse out these edges close to my brow bone, just so that it's not as harsh as it is right now. So now with whatever was left on this brush from Magma, I'm gonna place that underneath my eyes. I'm gonna lightly diffuse that underneath my eyes. I'm gonna take the eyebrow brush and go in with Deep Dive, very close to my lash line, like just barely. I don't want it to be too noticeable. I want to just create a little bit more smoke under there. Some setting spray, spray it on this concealer brush. I'm gonna pick up this shade Silk and place that in the inner corners of my eyes. I already did put stuff there, but just to make them bright a little bit more. I'm taking these Makeup Forever Artist pencils. I got two colors just because I didn't know which one I would use. I have the shade 708 Universal Earth and Limitless Brown, which is 608. And the formula on these are super smooth because you can use them on your lips, your face, and your eyes. So I love how smooth they are. I think I'm gonna take the color Universal Earth. It is more of a reddish brown, so I'm gonna take that and put that on my waterline. Right now it's giving really red, but I feel like once I put my mascara and my lashes and stuff on, then it'll kind of relax. And then I'm taking whatever's left over on that concealer brush and applying that to my brow bone just to give it some highlight. Now I'm gonna take off this under eye setting powder with the powder brush. I'm really excited for this product. It is the Patrick Ta blush, and I have it in the shade She's Passionate. It's very pink. I'm gonna place the blush today on the apples of my cheeks just to try and emulate the Kylie Jenner blush moment. Smirking and whatever like the fattest part of my cheeks are, I'm just putting that there. All right, and since you guys have seen me do my brows like 30 times, I'm gonna do them off camera really quick. I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in the shade Ebony. I'm gonna set the brow wiz with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. And I also added a little bit more of silk on my eyelid because I wanted to bring it up just a little higher so you could see it more on me. It doesn't mean necessarily you have to do that. Since I did that, I'm gonna go back into Magma, which is that reddish brown color, and I'm just gonna take it, since it's so pigmented, I'm gonna take some off on my hand, just blend that in better together. So I'm doing lashes today, and these are super natural lashes, but I'm gonna cut like around this much on each lash. That's gonna go on the very outer edge. I'm gonna go in with the Fenty Beauty Full Frontal Mascara. This mascara is honestly amazing. It does not come off. It's very waterproof, very cry proof. It's amazing. What I'm gonna do is take the little tiny piece that I cut and put that on the very outer corner of my eye, and I think that's just gonna give my eyes a really lifted effect. So I'm gonna apply the lash with this Duo brush on strip lash adhesive, and it's just a brush on. Okay, you guys, so as you saw, I just added it to the very outer corner, and I feel like it did kind of do something, so let me know what you guys think. Now I'm gonna go in with the Makeup Forever multi-usage matte pencil, and this is the shade Limitless Brown. I'm gonna line my lips with this. These are so smooth and creamy because they are multi-purpose, so they work on like any part of your face. Now I'm gonna go in with the Urban Decay Liar, and this is a cream lipstick. I think it's like a kind of pinky nude, and it looks really, really beautiful. I'm taking the same concealer brush from earlier and just picking up some color, and I'm gonna apply that on the center of my lips. The formula is just really lightweight and creamy. It feels honestly like I'm wearing nothing on my lips. It's like really beautiful color. They have a bunch of shades on the website too, so go check this one out. It's really, really nice. So I got another Patrick Ta product, and this is the Lip Shine in the shade She's Expensive. I don't want to ruin the original color, so I'm going to take it out and put it on my hand so that it doesn't get like all the brown and stuff in it. I pick it up with the same concealer brush, and I'm just going to pat that on my lips. Now I'm gonna just spray my face just to set my makeup in place. I'm using the Urban Decay All Nighter Ultra Glow. So now I'm taking this highlighter brush, and I'm taking the Fenty Beauty Kilowatt, and I think today I'm gonna just mix both colors. I have the Mean Money and Hustler Baby, and apply that on my cheeks and on my forehead and just everywhere the light is hitting my face. So I took off the lip gloss because I feel like it was kind of blending the two colors together. I love the lip gloss. I just feel like I wanted you guys to really see the Urban Decay Vice lipstick and just how pretty it is, and just really nice. It is 100% vegan, by the way. The Urban Decay Vice has a bunch of different colors and finishes. This one is a cream. They have a lot of other cream ones. They have matte, and they also have shine finish. And this one, I feel like it just gives you like a really supple and plump look on your lips. It has a little bit of shine, but not too much shine. So this is the final look. This look is so pretty. You know, the eyeshadow had me at first, but I feel like it came through and it looks good in the end. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you like this look, if you don't like this look, be honest, just let me know. It is way more makeup than I usually wear on a daily basis, but I feel like this is super cute for like a date night or a night out with your friends. Again, thank you so much to Magic Links and Sephora for sponsoring today's video. If you guys liked this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next one.